Every civilization needs it. Every wise person lives by it. That virtue is justice. Living virtuously is the central goal of Stoic philosophy, and it rests on 4 pillars. Wisdom is the first, the theoretical foundation, the art of knowing how to act. Courage and temperance follow, virtues we practice upon ourselves, shaping how we face the world within. But there is a 4th virtue, justice, and it governs something far greater, how we treat others. Justice functions like a compass, orienting every action we take toward our fellow human beings. When we hear the word justice, we think of courts and laws, but for the Stoics, it reaches much further. For them, justice means fulfilling our duty to others and to society, independent of any written rule. In fact, a law can exist and still be unjust. The Stoics knew this, and they never forgot it. In this video, we explore justice, the 3rd of the 4 Stoic virtues we've studied on this channel. If you want to see the other virtues, I've left the links in the video description. If this wisdom moves you, like the video, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. To truly understand justice, let me tell you a story. Once there was a prince, handsome, brave, and intelligent, yet deeply unjust. When 2 people came to him in dispute, he sided with whoever was better looking or had the sharper sword. His father, the king, grew weary of this. He summoned a wise man and charged him with one task. Teach the prince what justice truly means, and do not bring him home until he is ready. They set sail together, but fate intervened. A shipwreck cast them alone onto a deserted island with no food or water. The prince, a skilled fisherman, caught enough to eat, but refused to share a single bite with the wise man. Days passed, the prince's catch dwindled. The wise man hunted birds and, mirroring the prince, kept every morsel for himself. The prince grew thinner and thinner, until, desperate, he begged the wise man for food to survive. "I will share," said the wise man, "only if you tell me the lesson you have learned." And the prince answered, "Justice consists of sharing what we have equally among everyone." The wise man smiled. He shared his food, and that very afternoon a ship rescued them from the island. On the journey home, they stopped near a mountain, where a man named Maxi, chief of the Maxiatos, recognized the prince and cried out for help. His people shared food with the neighboring Miniatos, but they argued endlessly about how to divide the meat and vegetables. "Simple," said Prince Lapio, "count everyone and divide the food into equal portions." But joyful cries were followed by furious shouts, and the prince was seized and thrown into a cell. The Maxiatos were enormous in size but very few. The Miniatos were tiny but extraordinarily numerous. Equal portions would have starved the Maxiatos. The prince's first answer was fair in form but not in substance. He spent the whole night thinking. By dawn, he had a new answer: distribute according to what each person needs to eat. Let everyone receive the same number of bites, scaled to their size. Both peoples will eat, and both will thrive. Both the Maxiatos and Miniatos rejoiced. They showered the prince and the wise man with gold and set them free. As they walked on, the prince reflected, "It is not just to give everyone the same, it is just to give each person what they need." The wise man smiled, but the lesson was not yet complete. Near the palace, they stopped in a small village. 3 men greeted them: a hardworking poor man, a beggar lying on the ground, and a wealthy man who sent servants. Grateful for their hospitality, the prince decided to give away all the gold he had received. But all 3 demanded their share. "How will you divide it?" asked the wise man, watching closely. The prince paused, then divided the gold into 3 piles, one large, one medium, one small, and gave the largest to the poor man, the middle to the rich man, and the smallest to the beggar. At the palace gate, the wise man asked, "Tell me, young prince, what is justice to you?" "Justice is distributing what we have, taking into account both the needs and the merits of each person," the prince replied. The large pile went to the poor man. He had the greatest need, and he served us with all his heart. The middle pile went to the rich man. He served us wonderfully, but his need was far less. And the smallest went to the beggar. He did nothing worthy of reward, yet his great need meant it was only right he receive something to live on. "You will become a great king, Prince Lapio," said the wise man, and he was not wrong. From that day on, the prince was known throughout the kingdom for his justice and wisdom, and King Lapio was remembered as the greatest ruler that land had ever seen. From this story, the lesson is clear. Justice is not giving everyone the same thing. Justice means giving each person what they need, as long as they have earned it. Living this way makes us better citizens, better leaders, better teammates, people who act with integrity, not revenge. For the Stoics, justice rests on two foundations. First, the just person does no harm to anyone unless unjustly provoked. There is a vital difference between harming someone out of malice and defending yourself against aggression. One is injustice, the other is justice. Second, common goods must be used as common goods, and private goods as private goods. Use things according to their nature. And people are never merely tools. We do not help others to gain something, we help them for the very act of helping. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations, "The reward of a good deed is having done it." Be just regardless of circumstances. Be just always, even when no one is watching. This is why Cicero warned, some injustices hide behind the letter of the law itself. Extreme justice is extreme injustice, a proverb that has stood the test of time. Consider the Spartan king Cleomenes, who agreed to a truce prohibiting attacks for 30 days. He obeyed the letter, no attacks by day, but by night he raided and looted his enemies' villages. The pact said 30 days, not 30 nights, technically legal, profoundly unjust. Justice, then, is more than law. It is understanding our place in society and working to create harmony within it. It means treating others as we wish to be treated, fulfilling our duty, giving each person what they need and deserve. Not causing unjustified harm, respecting what belongs to all and what belongs to each. This is Stoic justice, not a rule written in a book, but a virtue lived every single day. Do you try to apply justice in your daily life? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to read your perspective. I hope this video helps you carry justice into your life. Here are 2 more videos to continue your journey through Stoicism. If this resonated with you, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new lesson.